chocolate secured. Head out again into 38-degree weather. Hello lovely bookish friends, hi, welcome back to the Bookshop Diaries. We're down under in Western Australia at the moment because I'm writing my book, which is very exciting, but today it's about 38 degrees. It's so hot. I'm wearing a paper thin dress, but I'm still very, very warm, so we're going to head to a bookshop because they have aircon. And it is actually one of my favourite bookshops in the whole world. It's called Paperbird Books, and I did a writing residency 2 years ago there for the summer, and it was beautiful and so supportive, run by the most amazing women who just understand the power of stories and joy, and this beautiful picture books. There's a Narnia style wardrobe that you can like walk through. So I'm so excited. Let's go and find some book recommendations. Let's go see the inspiration of this gorgeous bookshop. And I hear that they've put a tree in the center of the bookshop. So I'm curious to see what that looks like. That sounds amazing. I just love people's creativity. So let's go and find the bookshop. Also, for those of you who are interested, and no problem if you're not, but I've filmed another Bible study, you're welcome to go check that out. If you are, then that's wonderful. If you're not, that's completely fine. So many people are welcome here. Literally everyone is welcome. So I just want you to know that from the bottom of my heart, you're so welcome to be here, and we'll keep talking about books and doing bookish content and chat as well. So let's go and find a children's bookshop. We made it to Paperbird Books and the beautiful aircon, and I wanted to show you some of my favourite picture books and children's books of all time, starting with this cute little copy of Anne of Green Gables. This is a cloth bound one and it's so gorgeous. This is actually the first book that we're going to do for book club, and I'm so excited because we're doing the online book club on YouTube, so you can join, and it's going to be so cute. Anne of Green Gables has always had a place in my heart, partly because Gilbert Blythe has the same surname as me, and therefore I just loved him from the start, but also Anne's resilience and her hope and her joy and the way that she had of naming things poetically, like it always just lit me up. So I feel like if you love Anne of Green Gables, let me know, but I feel like Anne of Green Gables, Secret Garden, Pollyanna, these are like the books of my childhood. One of my favourite other books is The Lost Spells. Shifted a little bit. The Lost Spells by Robert Macfarlane and Jackie Morris. The pictures are just beautiful, but they did this very beautiful thing with this book, The Lost Words. This is a huge copy of it, but it's poetry. So if words aren't getting used in the English language commonly, and that means like typed, published, then they start to be removed from the Oxford English Dictionary. And what happened a few years ago is that they realised that all the words that were being removed were nature words. So they were being replaced with words like Zoom and, scroll and, TikTok and all of these other words. But the words that were being pushed out were words like specific kinds of birds or specific types of rain, things like that. So what they did is, and I think I can show you, they made these amazing images, and alongside the images they did poems, and the poems, for example, fern, all of these words were words that were going to be deleted. Then because this became so popular, they printed it and donated it to all of the schools and libraries in the UK, meaning that the word was then so much in print that it retained in the actual English dictionary. I think this is such a cool form of books as resilience, books as bringing nature back into our children's language and vernacular, because when we have a word for something, that's powerful. And so yes, it became the Lost Words. It won so many awards and is just so beautiful. I mean, all of the images. This is the lark. Are so stunning. Jackie Morris actually lives in Wales as well and illustrates it, and Robert McFarlane is just one of the kindest men I've ever met, and I love the way that he uses, I got to interview him a couple of years ago, and I love the way that he uses words as that act of resilience and as that kind of defiant nature. So that was just really beautiful to me. Okay, I'm going to grab a couple of picture books to show you too. Okay, picture books, The Wolf's Secret. This one has the most stunning illustrations, but it's about more than that. It's about a woman's voice and the myth and kind of retelling of fairy tales and how powerful our voices are and why we should choose to protect them. I loved that one. A Home in a Book. Oh, look at this. Makes me want a Victorian doll's house. It's going through kind of all of the different places, Alice in Wonderland, Neverland, and kind of reimagining the maps on what those might look like. I think that's just gorgeous. It's one of those ones you could spend hours looking at. And Paper Bird here, the upstairs, which is where we are now, is like a little art gallery for all different children's books. And they actually had a competition just last week that was kind of looking at different illustrations, and then they're going to have a gallery. It's 10-year anniversary of this bookshop is this year, so I'm going to see if I can get Jen, who is the owner of Paper Birds, to come and have a little chat with us online. She is the sweetest, kindest, and it's honestly been such an inspiration for me. So one of my favourite things about this shop is it has gorgeous picture books. So this entire upstairs floor with the tree live in its pot is all kind of art gallery things. This gorgeous little copy of Under Milkwood, which is a Welsh book, so I thought that was really beautiful to kind of see a little Welsh town depicted in Australia. So that's really gorgeous, and I just love how books can just translate across entire communities. And this is also like a seaside town, so pictures like this, they work really well here as well. I thought that was particularly lovely. That's Under Milkwood. We've got this one, The Wolf's Secret. The pictures on this one are just gorgeous, and I feel like, so this is like a fairy tale retelling. Let's see, it's one of my favourite pictures. Fairy tale retelling about how womanhood is portrayed, and I feel like in stories and picture books that's particularly important, because these are the things that we're reading to our daughters, you know, these are the things that we're reading to our children when I have children. Obviously I'm reading them to other people's children now, but I will be in the future hopefully. The Queen in the Cave. This is about 3 sisters, and again it's like a fairy story, but kind of a retelling of a fairy story, and I just think they're really quirky pictures of the 3 sisters, and just delightful, and it's mysterious and it's adventure, and I like a story with a good story. You know, I love a good picture, but I want there to be a really good story to it as well, especially if I'm having to read it over and over and over again. The last one I would say is this. This is one of my favorites. This is the Barefoot Book of Poetry. Can you see that one? No, the sunshine's so bright. It's wonderful. I just feel like I want to be in it. Classic poems. The pictures on this one, oh, they're so nostalgic for me because I read these poems over and over again. You've got ones like The Oliphant, and they're all kind of classics. Daffodils by William Wordsworth, which you'll recognise is written in Grasmere, which we've been to on one of our previous videos. Just all of the poems in this are just classics, and they're just absolutely gorgeous and really stunning. And this is a Jackie Morris picture as well. So you can tell she's one of my favourite illustrators. As I mentioned before, I think that there's just something so special about books that can travel across geography, across the world, and to see books that I have back in my bookshop, like this one. And it's the illustrators Welsh, and then they sell so well here, and people love these images and these pictures here. I feel like that's so magical, and that's just so beautiful, and I really hope and pray that the book that I'm writing can also do something like that, can also bring joy to people no matter where they are, no matter what they're going through, and friends, no matter what you're going through. I believe that you have creativity in you and joy in you and possibilities that are set before you for your good. So I just pray, and if you want prayer requests, put them in the comments. If you want book recommendations, put it in the comments. Tell me what genre you want to read. I can't wait to connect with you who've already signed up for the book club. We're going to be doing Anne of Green Gables first. That will be so much fun, live here on YouTube. And then the month after that, we're going to be doing Jane Austen, focusing on Northanger Abbey and Pride and Prejudice, and a comparison of the couples and romance between them, because I think they're quite different. Henry Tilney and Mr. Darcy are kind of two kind of counterpoints to each other. Henry Tilney in Northanger Abbey is so cheerful and so friendly, and he's talking about lace immediately and, you know, kind to her family. And then you've got Mr. Darcy, who's initially seemingly very reticent and very reserved. So I think it will be a really nice comparison to kind of talk about how they compare. And I just want to build community, really. Like, that's what the bookshop's for. That's what coming to bookshops like this is for. You know, the women who work here, Jen and Fiona and Lynn, like, they're so wonderful and so kind, and getting to be here is such a joy. So yeah, congratulations to them on their 10 years. You can check them out on Instagram, Paperbird Books. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video as well. It's going to be so lovely. Let me know if you want to join the book club. You can put it in the comments and just join our subscription. That's all you have to do. I'm so excited for that. And I've also filmed another little Bible study. Thank you so much to those of you who are so kind and so sweet about that. If it's not your thing, that's so fine, that's no problem. But if you would like to watch my next Bible study, please do head over, and that would be lovely. And I'm just sending you all lots of love and light, and I'll see you soon. Bye, friends.